Ash. If you're in for a little bit of bashing and proper smashing, then this is the video for you. You will see Hulk destroy machines several thousands of times his size, and you will see the clip that had 250 million views on YouTube. So here are the 10 greatest Hulk fight scenes of all time. Let's dive right into it, shall we? And number 10, Hulk versus Fenrir Wolf. Thor Ragnarok was great for many reasons, and one of them is the Hulk. He and Bruce Banner were finally disassociated, so now he was ready to smash. And smash he did when the Fenrir Wolf attacked the squad. He pulled that giant monster by the tail and dragged him down to the depths of the water, where they exchanged more than a few punches and bruises. Hulk was kicking and the Fenrir Wolf was biting, but that's when the wolf crossed the line. Hulk finally had enough biting for one day, and he was determined to smash that like button if you haven't done so already. But no, he was actually determined to make him stop when the Fenrir Wolf sunk his teeth into his green skin. Hulk knocked the wolf so hard his head came out of the water, and with one final blow, he managed to knock the Fenrir down the waterfall, where it finally died. This is the one reason you don't get the Hulk angry. Number 9, Hulk versus tanks. Now don't expect great CGI here, because this is 17 freaking years ago. But even with the bad CGI, this fight scene is quite realistic, and nothing beats the Hulk destroying the entire US tank armada. If you don't remember this scene took place in a desert, and the US Army tried to stop the Hulk with tanks. But little did they know, you don't stop the Hulk with a bunch of tanks. He dismantled those tanks as if they were made from plastic. Now, they did manage to get a clear shot at the Green Beast, but this only angered him even more. Whenever he was done smashing, he would fling one of them halfway across the desert. At one point, he managed to twist the tank gun back so that it was pointing directly at the soldiers inside the tank. And number 8, Hulk smash on Thor. Just thinking about this scene makes me laugh. The first Avengers movie was one of the most memorable, and that's mostly because the Hulk helped destroy so many things. And for this scene, we have Hulk and Thor on top of one of the Leviathans that came through the portal. And mind you, this wasn't the only Leviathan he killed, but we'll get to that in a moment. Now, he and Thor were fighting the minions on top of the Leviathan, and Hulk ripped an entire metal plate from the back of this beast. Just as he jammed it inside the back of his head, Thor used his hammer to finish the job, and the monster came crashing down. But the funniest thing is, when Thor and Hulk were standing side by side, and then Hulk punched the living daylights out of them. Why the hell did he do it? Number 7, Hulk versus Thanos. If you are wondering how powerful Thanos actually was, this scene will show you. Just as Loki and Thor were defeated by Thanos, and he was supposed to take one of the Infinity Stones Loki had, the Hulk came in and barraged him with a ton of punches. But just as we thought that Thanos was going to fall, like one of the Leviathans, we saw what he was capable of doing. Thanos has twice the strength of the Hulk, and he's a lot more agile. And we don't think we need to tell you how this fight scene ended. But you know what? This is the exact moment when the Hulk was scared. When Thanos smashed him on the floor, Hulk was so afraid he didn't show up for the entire movie, except for that scene where he embarrassed Tony Stark. And number 6, Hulk versus Army. And now this is one of the craziest fight scenes, which included the Hulk. Now, aside from the fact that he completely ravaged the entire military unit, we saw the Hulk being one of the most caring and sentimental creatures that still cares for those who are close to him. After he destroyed the armored vehicles, the general sent in the sonic cannons. These things managed to slow him down for a while. But when he heard his girlfriend screaming for them to stop, he got so angry that he flung one of those pieces of metal directly at the vehicle, and it went up in flames. But the best part was yet to come. His girlfriend tried to get close to him, and that's when the helicopter opened fire on Hulk. This caused him to throw the other metal shield at it, destroying the helicopter with a single blow. And when everyone thought his girlfriend would get engulfed in the flames, we got to see the Hulk shielding her with his own body. And number 5, Hulk versus Loki. And now this scene is pure comedic gold, and it follows one of those egotistic monologues of Loki, when he's saying that he's better than everyone else. But you know what? Hulk is never the one to listen attentively. So what did he do? He did what Hulk does best: smash. And while Loki was trying to tell him he's better than everyone else, Hulk just grabbed him by the leg and literally broke the floor with him. This showed us two things. 1, the Hulk doesn't like the talkative types. And 2, Loki sure can take a good beating. And you know what? We wanted to see that smug smile wiped off his face, and the Hulk did it with style. Number 4, Hulk versus Thor. Hey, Banner! No Banner, only Hulk! If you want to see how the Hulk completely obliterates Thor, this is the fight you are waiting for. When the Grandmaster captured Thor and he pinned him against the Hulk in the arena, Thor thought he would just talk to him and everything would be okay. But he later found out that there was no Bruce Banner inside this Hulk. Whatever was left of the Banner was a green killing machine. And he was the undefeated champion of the arena, which means he wouldn't go down without a tough fight. What followed was one of the most epic blows delivered by both the God of Thunder and the Green Monster. Punches, thunder strikes, hammer blows, and some good old-fashioned Loki leg swings were all a part of this fight. And although we know they later make out, it's always fun to see the Hulk completely ravage the entire arena. Plus, that last move when he jumped 1,000 feet in the air and then pummeled Thor into the ground was pretty cool to watch. Number 3, Hulk versus Hulk Buster. And that fight scene with Thanos isn't the only place where the Hulk got his ass kicked. Even Tony Stark had enough of him smashing everything in existence, so he created a special suit just for him. During Avengers Age of Ultron, we got to see the Hulk Buster in action. But did that stop the Hulk? Barely. He tore the suit off limb from limb. Then Tony called for backup. Then he smashed an entire building on his head. But this green behemoth still wouldn't go down. And that's when he got the same treatment from Hulkbuster that he gave Thor after defeating the Leviathan. That's right, Tony smacked him on the head and he was finally down. And number 2, I'm always angry. Now, if you thought the Hulk killing the Leviathan with the help of Thor was cool, what if we told you that he could kill those things all on his own? No need for the God of Thunder. No need for nothing. Just a little anger, and those things are coming down like flies. Oh, and him killing the Leviathan is not why we included this scene out as number 2. No, that would have to go to the Avengers Circle scene. The camera spins around them, and the Hulk screams at the top of his lungs. It's a classic, and that's why it has more than 80 million views. But don't get us wrong. Seeing the Hulk single-handedly defeat a Leviathan with a single blow made us hopeful that this fight was going to be over soon. Plus, when Captain America told him to just smash, he released all hell on Loki's army. Number 1. Hulk versus Thor. This scene is the first time we got to see the Avengers having problems with Bruce Banner, so we made sure to include it as our number 1 pick. And whenever you think Avengers, the first thing that comes to mind is the Hulk chasing Black Widow, and the Hulk ripping apart the entire jet at the end. Plus, the fact that this video has 250,000 views helped us reach a decision as well. Now, what started as chasing Black Widow turned into a fight with the God of Thunder, where, for the first time, we got to see Hulk and Thor exchange punches. Plus, he tried lifting Thor's hammer, and he couldn't do it. So that's a bonus in this scene. The person who we feared for the most was the pilot. When he opened fire on Hulk, we thought he was a dead man, but he managed to make it out alive, although Hulk did fling him like a dirty old rag from the airplane. And on that note, we end this video. But hey, which of these was actually your favorite Hulk smash scenes? You can tell us in the comments section below. If you'd like more videos like these,